This conference will now be recorded.
Just give me 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute. I'll bring the headsets, please. What is the
This
business
conference
process?
will now be recorded.
So last session we discussed about what is process and what is the business process and how many ways we perform business process. How many ways we perform business process. Let me give you the quick overview in the last class, then we can continue with the today's session. So what is the process? A series of actions or activities which we need to perform towards to complete the task. Simple, sir. We got one task to complete. To complete the task, we need to follow some series of actions or activities that is called as the process. This process we are implementing to complete the business or to perform the business effectively, that is called as the business process. This business process, we have four different types. One is the traditional process, old process like traditional process. Next one is the IT process. Next one is the robotic process, and last one is the cognitive process. I explained very clearly yesterday what is traditional process. In this process, the complete business we are performing manually by maintaining the information in the format of books. Next one, sir, to avoid these problems and all, then IT process came. In IT process, we are performing the business by maintaining the information in the format of computers, and these computers are operating by the software engineers. So we have some issues, we have some limitations with the IT process. That is the reason robotic process came. In robotic process, we are performing business by maintaining the information in the format of computers, but these computers are managed by, these computers are handled by bots. Bot is nothing but it's a configurable software which is working on behalf of the humans. And last one, cognitive process. And this in this cognitive process also we are using bots, but these bots are self-thinking and self-decision making bots. But this cognitive process not completely yet implemented. We are expecting it to be implemented by 2025. So by implementation of cognitive process completely, full pressure cognitive process, around 70% of the humans in the world will be jobless, and by implementing complete RPA, around 30% of the industry is impacting on this robotic process automation. Got it, guys. This is what we discussed in the last session. And coming to the today's session, we'll start with what when RPA came into the picture, in which situation. Many people are having so many confusions, like what is the testing and what is the robotic process automation. Kishore, what is automation testing and what is robotic process automation? Nothing same, sir. Both are not all same at all. Only testing is the quite common word in RPA as well as the automation testing. That is the reason people are having confusion. I'll explain you exactly what RPA, where we are implementing RPA, and what is the scope for RPA, and advantages and disadvantages with RPA. These things I'll explain you clearly with the example now. Okay, Jesse. This story begins in 1990s. I'll take you back to 1990s, sir. I'll take you back to 1990s. So in 1990s, there was a one business, there was a one bank. For example, there was a one bank called Bank of America. One second. There was a bank called Bank of America. What is this Bank of America doing? Like Bank of America is to banking business. Okay. So now, so
Hello.
Just a minute, just a minute.
Yeah.
My pen tablet is not working properly. That's what.
Okay.
Okay, now see. The story begins in 1990s. So there was a one bank called Bank of America. Say everybody, you'll get the clear picture about the RPA and the QA here. Okay, there is a one bank called Bank of America. In which year? 2000. Sorry, 1995. So Bank of America is doing the banking business. In Bank of America, there is a one clerk and there is a one administrator. There is a one administrator. So in 1995, there was no computers properly, and every transaction in every business we are performing manually. So what is the role of the clerk in Bank of America? Whoever is opening the bank account, whoever, any customer, whoever is opening the bank account, this clerk will take the customer information and register the customer with the bank and generate one bank account number. Right or wrong, guys? So what clerk is doing? Clerk is that time there is no computers. Remember, there was no computers at that time. What clerk is doing? Clerk is opening one book, one register. In that book, clerk is entering the complete customer information, and clerk is manually generating one account number. Clerk is manually generating one account number. After that, this book clerk is saving in one room, one particular place they are saving it. So what administrator job is, if any customer wants to apply checkbook, that customer has to come to the bank and the customer has to fill the form manually. Then administrator will collect the form and administrator will send that information to head office. Head office people will send the checkbook in next 1 week or 10 days to the bank again, and the administrator will collect the checkbook and hand over to the customer. So clerk is doing registration of the customer manually in the format of books. Administrator is applying for checkbooks in the format of the books. So complete every transaction we are performing in the format of books. That is the reason to avoid these problems. So one day bank management is thinking, why unnecessarily my clerk and admin is spending time to do this business, to do this process manually. Why can't we automate this process? Why can't we use this process? Because there is no security of the data if you are maintaining the data in the format of books. Suppose if something wrong with the books, so if something fire accident was there, if some theft is there, then there is no security of the data here. Yes or no? That is the reason Bank of America has approached one company called TCS, and they are explaining the problem. What is the problem? TCS, my clerk, my employees are spending more time to do my business, because they are doing this business manually by maintaining the information in the format of books. So I want you to automate my application, automate my business. So what TCS is doing now? No problem, Bank of America. We are here to help you. Please provide your requirements. Please provide your requirements. So based on the requirements of Bank of America, based on the requirements of Bank of America, what TCS did, TCS has developed the software application. TCS has developed the software application, and after that, in this application, QA team has performed testing whether it is working properly or not. Whether this application is working properly or not, TCS QA team has tested. Once they tested, finally one fine day, they released the application to client. Who is the client here? Bank of America. In the year of 1995, they released the application to client. How they release the client? Dear client, till now your employees are using, your employees are so far doing the business manually. Now with the help of the application, your employees can do the business very effectively and very fastly, and also securely. Security is there for your data. Everything is possible as you requested. So they deploy the application into production. Yes, everybody. So once they deploy the application into production, so now what clerk is doing, sir? Previously in 1995's olden days, what clerk did when any customer has opened the bank account, that clerk needs to open the book, register, fill the information manually in the book, and save the information book in the specific location, and manually they are generating the account number. Yes or no? What admin is doing in the olden days, what admin is doing manually is taking the information from the customer, sending the information to head office, get the checkbook from the bank head office, and hand over the information checkbook to customer. Lengthy process. But now with this application, what clerk is doing? Simple. If any customer has opened the bank account, clerk will get the email. Clerk will get the email. Immediately, clerk will log into this online application and go to the registration page. In this registration page, clerk will enter all the details of the customer. In olden days, clerk is entering the details in the book, but now clerk is entering the information in the registration page. Click on save and submit. Automatically, one account number will be getting generated. That account number will be sharing to the client. So per day, assume that clerk is doing around 200 registrations. In manual process, clerk used to do only 10 in a day. But now the efficiency got improved. Clerk is doing 200 registrations. Same thing. Administrator. Administrator. Olden days, administrator can process only 5 checkbooks a day. But now administrator can process 200 checkbooks a day. So problem got resolved. Yes or no? You understand the scenario, sir? In 1995, Bank of America, all the employees are doing the business manually. That is the reason to avoid this problem. Bank of America approached one TCS company to develop a software application for their bank. So TCS has collected the requirements from Bank of America and developed the application, and they tested the application whether it is working properly or not, and deploy the application into production. In production, the, the employees of the Bank of America are happily using this application, and they are doing the business. So it went fine from 1995 to 2015. It went smoothly. Every day, clerk is getting the new account creations. Clerk is generating the new account IDs through registration form. Administrator is directly sending the information to the head office through this checkbook request form. So every business is going smoothly. But in 2015 onwards, new problem came. What is the new problem, Kishore? Because of the reputation of the bank increases. So up to 2015, Bank of America is a normal bank. Now it is an international bank, and Bank of America reputation got increased, and number of customers who is using the Bank of America got increased. So nowadays, every day, Bank of America, 2,000 customers are opening the accounts. Initially, how many customers are opening? 200 customers. Those 200 customers is completely successfully handling by the clerk. But nowadays, how many customers are opening? 2,000 customers. So this clerk cannot able to handle 2,000 customers in a day. Yes or no? Yes. And administrator. Initially, administrator can process 200 checkbook requests, but now around 10,000 checkbook requests are coming every day. This administrator cannot able to handle, because Clerk and administrators are the humans. They are working only for 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day. In these 8 hours, they have a lunch break, coffee break, tea break, so many things will be there. And daily, this check clerk and administrators are not working, and they are having a weekly offs, and they are having a sick leaves, they are having the public holidays, leaves, all these things are available. So that is the reason client is business is again getting slowed down. In 1995, we have a problem. What is that? We are taking more time to do the business. That is the reason TCS gave the solution that is called as software application. In this application, we are doing business fast, but in the same way, customers also increased fast. Because of more customers, we are not able to do the business properly. That is the reason. Again, Bank of America approached TCS in 2015. 1995, they approached and they got the solution. But the solution also is not working now. Now again, they approached TCS. TCS, in 1995, you gave us the beautiful solution. Now again, we started facing the problem. Our problem is your application is perfect, but our employees are do the work, unable to do the work according to the increase of the customers. Do you have any solution for that? Yes, TCS giving the next solution that is called as the robotic process automation. Client, Bank of America, do one thing. Do your business, give your business for 2 years. Just hand over the business to us. How your employees are working in your application. How your employees are working in the application. What is the clerk role every day? What is the clerk role every day? Every day once he reach the office, check the email. And if any new customer details are there, then open the registration form, fill the information, and click on submit. This is the role of the clerk. Clerk is doing this for 200 customers in a day. That is the maximum limit. So company, client, Bank of America, do one thing. You can give your business to us. What clerk is doing in your office, same work my bot will do it. We'll develop a bot. Okay, my bot will perform these activities on behalf of your clerk. Then Bank of America is asking me next question. Fine TCS, if bot is doing the same work what clerk is doing, what is the advantage of bot? There are a lot of advantages we have. What is the advantage we have? First one is the time saving. Time saving. What is the time saving? What is the time saving? Your clerk is doing only 200 registrations in a day, but my bot can do 2000 registrations because my bot will be working 24/7. Your clerk is working only 8 hours a day. You understand, everyone? So next one, my bot will not take any lunch break, coffee break, tea break, and all. My bots are flexible to work at any time. So many advantages we have. Same thing. We'll develop another bot one for administrator. What admin is doing in your business, same work, my bot one can do it, so that you can handle the situation. So you understand, everyone, sir? When QA process came, QA process came at the time of developing the application. Whether the application is working properly or not, we implemented QA. But once the development of the application and once the testing completed, application will go to the production. In production, in production, we are helping client to do the client business. Till now, software company responsibility is, role is only develop the application, test the application, and deploy the application into production. So client will start using the application. Now the new role of the software companies are develop the application, test the application, and also provide support to the client to do the business of the client. You understand, sir? Okay, we are also providing support to the client to do the client business. Client, give us some time. We will do your business on behalf of you. We will do your business on behalf of you. How your employees are doing the business, your business. Same way, my bots also can do it. This is called as robotic process automation. That is the reason, sir. That is the reason QA is implementing in the at the time of development in QA environment, and RPA is implementing in the production. Okay, very important area. RPA implementing in the production to do the business of the client. We are not testing anything here. Robotic process automation means this is not similar to automation testing. We are automating the client business. We are automating the client business. How we are helping the client to do the business of the client. Understand? That is the reason. Okay. What is the scope for RPA now, sir? Very simple. You can understand. What is scope for RPA? Assume that TCS has completed 1,000 projects so far. All the 1,000 projects are in the production now. Now, what TCS is doing? TCS is approaching every client. Hi client, how are you? How are you doing your business? We have a beautiful solution called RPA. We will do your business on behalf of you. You just relax. You need not worry about your employees. You need not worry about all these things. Just tell us what business you are doing. We will do your business on behalf of you. Remember, if 10% of the existing clients have turned up into RPA, if only 10% of the client business has turned up into RPA, your scope for RPA will be for next 10 years. Next 10 years minimum you have a scope for RPA. If only 10% of the existing clients have turned up into RPA. Getting new clients is a bit difficult, but converting existing clients into new business is quite easy for the software companies, sir. That is the reason 3 years back, 3.5 years back, when we started implemented robotic process automation, that time many of the many of the companies have not started implementing it. But nowadays, if I open the system, if I Google it, what is RPA implementing companies? Almost every company is concentrating on RPA, because these companies, why many companies are implementing now suddenly, they need not to try for new clients. They are concentrating on the existing clients. You understand? They are concentrating. They are getting in touch with the existing clients, and they are converting them into robotic process automation. This is the complete information about robotic process automation, where it has come. You understand? It is completely different from development and testing. We are completely into production now. We are helping client to do the business of the client. Clear, everybody? Because many people are having confusion. Kishore, what is RPA? And where we are implementing RPA? What exactly this RPA? So many confusions are there. This is the solution for that. Clear? Any questions on this, guys?
Yeah, Kishore, so just a basic question, like how do you implement bots in RPA?
I'm sorry, what is that?
How do you implement bots in RPA? Like how do you use that bot?
That we'll see practically. Simple. By best example here is, every day what clerk is doing?
Every day you collect the customer information and create an account.
You are the clerk in Bank of America. What is your job every day? Reach the office at 9 o'clock in the morning. You will check the email. You will see how many customers are open the accounts. That information you got the email. One by one email you are opening, and go to the registration page. Fill the information of the customers and click on submit. Account number will be getting generated. This is your job. Okay. So
yeah.
By same thing, whatever you are doing manually, same thing we are automating. We are developing one bot. Bot is nothing but what? It's a configurable software. Once we develop the bot, we will just run the bot. How to implement it in production, we are implementing. That we'll see. Deployment process, I'll explain in the blueprint. Just understand the concept. Okay. When we run the bot, automatically, instead of you are opening your email, my bot will open the email. Do you understand? My bot will open the email. My bot will check how many mails we got it. My bot will log into the registration page. My bot will register the customers by clicking on submit. What exactly you are doing, my software will do it.
Okay.
Are you clear? So
Yeah. Got it.
the advantage of the difference between you and my bot is what? You can register only 200 people per day, but my bot can register 2000 people per day. Did you got it?
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. This is about the RPA implementation. Yes. Right. So any questions on this, guys? Anyone? Mr. Riaz, Deepak, Vamshi.
Yeah, Kishore, I got a doubt here. This is Deepak.
Please go ahead, Deepak.
So, the bot, you said that it will open the email. In the email, it should be in a standard format, right? Like a specific file, like Excel file or PDF. So,
Standard
the
format.
bot,
Standard format. I told you yesterday, right? Bots can
yeah,
work with only structured data.
okay, and it should be in a standard format.
Exactly.
So
That
yeah,
format is not our responsibility. That format has already developed in the application by the development team.
okay.
For
Suppose,
example, first name mandatory field, surname mandatory field, PAN number mandatory field. This information is mandatory. Every customer has to fill that information.
okay. So, first and foremost thing that a customer should fill in the correct details.
Yes.
Okay.
So we need not to bother who is filling that. We got the
Okay.
information. That's all. From backend
Okay.
team, we as a clerk, I got the information. Who fill that information? Backend team or customer? We need not to worry. Once we get the
Oh,
email, only my work will start. Here, I'm not talking about others' work. I'm talking about my process.
okay.
So when my process will get start, then I got the email.
Email. So that's how
If
it's
I
going to
didn't,
start.
if I didn't get the emails today, I don't have any work.
Okay.
These are all activities we are doing and where we are doing all these activities in production.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. So this is about what is this? We can say history of the robotic process automation and when it has come and what is the purpose of robotic process automation and all. Okay, that's all for today. And since the first day, second day, we are just going slowly these things and all. From Monday, I'll start with the tool Blue Prism. I'll open it and I'll show you how it works and all. So now, why Blue Prism came into the picture? Now you clear with the robotic process automation concept, sir? Now, in this concept, can someone tell me, Deepak, Riyaz, Vamshi, why Blue Prism required?
To automate the business process.
Yes, very good. Why? That is nothing but what? To develop the bot.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So we are developing the bots on behalf of the humans. Bots are working on behalf of the clerk and admin here. So these bots, how can we develop? With the help of some tools. So one of the familiar tool for robotic process automation is what? Blue Prism. So we are using Blue Prism going forward. For what? We are not using for testing or something. We are using our Blue Prism tool to develop the bots, to do the business of, for doing the business of the client on behalf of the humans. That we'll see one by one how to develop a bot and by using Blue Prism and how to use that bot. That we'll see one by one from the Monday session. Installation part and those things we'll cover it from Monday. Clear, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you all. Happy weekend. See you on Monday. From Monday onwards, we'll have regular timings. Yes, 6:30, 6:35 max. I'll start it and 7:25. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. See you on Monday.